And with these teams, Brent, we have a couple of the deepest rosters in the NBA, and not many coaches can go as far down the bench as these two.
Well, a major advantage if you have multiple guys that you have tremendous confidence in to go out there and be switchable, be able to pass, move, and initiate the offense. That's a luxury for a lot of coaches to be able to adapt that way.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point. Here's Leonard. Zubac trying to break loose. The shot, no good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Here's Payne.
Part of the lean years in Los Angeles, I was there, unfortunately. It's incredible to see that this franchise has become a better winning percentage team than the Lakers in the past decade.
And Payne drops them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Wall against Morant. The shot by George, wide open. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. And Brent, that Clippers turnaround, did you see that coming?
I mean, not in this way, Kevin. Certainly, it's been a lot of outside factors that have gotten the Clippers to this point. But with the ownership and the enthusiasm behind what the owner brings to the table and wanting to make this team viable, they're in position to make some great noise if they find their health. So healthy for the league to have two teams in L.A. that can be this good.
Memphis on defense after Paul George getting his three to go. To the paint, here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Morant kicks to Payne. Outside Jackson. To the middle. Here's Brooks. It's rebounded by Leonard.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Leonard with a screen on Payne. George finds Leonard.
Sneaky right there on the pick and roll. Leonard knew exactly how the defense would react, and he took advantage.
Now Morant. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And Morant throws it down.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And you can tell he put a lot of practice into that one. Wall's always ready to break out something slick if he's got the time and space.
Now here's Morant. Now here's Payne. Morant surveying the D. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
You know, you appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. While other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubac's looking to get deep into the paint. Look at his shooting percentages over the past couple seasons, up around 60%. It's good shot selection and great consistency.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. We talked about their defensive strategy facing such an explosive offense. He said, we've done our advanced scouting. We know where they like to get their shots and where they're most effective. The challenge is taking that information and using it out on the court. It's a great test for our players, and I'm eager to see how they respond. Kevin, I'm eager as well. Back to you.
Excellent, David. Thanks. Well, considering the offensive weapons they're facing, GA, it's understandable that they're concerned.
Yeah, you don't expect to stop that offense altogether, but you hope that you can get enough stops to compete.
Well, have they prepared, number one, and then can they communicate the keys in this game? Everyone needs to be on that same page.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he could be a high-usage guy really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
Here's Leonard. George trying to break free. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got his second bucket. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And the rejection by Zubats. George from deep three-point land. The long distance three is buried. 3 points. George has got 8 points.
How about the handles of a guy like Paul George at his size being able to rip around and has total confidence in his ability to score.
Jackson. 1 second left. No good on the last second attempt there. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. He notched 8 points in the...
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers?
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at point guard. Outside, Wall. And here's George for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Bain. Boom, he jams it straight down.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
All with it, now defended by Bain. Here's George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation.
Now you look at the massive hauls that have been received in the trades with Paul George. That should tell you how valuable PG is.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Wall passes to George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Just 5 to shoot. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Left side, Bain. Over to the left wing. Adams, the pass to Bain. Adams sets the pick for Bain. That evens the score. Bain's got 4 points this quarter. Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
Morant with the steal. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. And George kicks to Wall. He feeds it to Leonard. That one drops for him. Leonard's got 6.
You like Kawhi, and he knows when to be forceful, just using his muscle on the inside to get to his shot.
Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Great dribble move there. Kawhi using refined ball handling skills to get wherever he needs to on the floor.
Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. You could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Zubac to screen on Brooks. A three from Leonard. And it's Morant with the rebound. Grizzlies have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. Brooks misses. Clippers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Leonard inside. Brooks covering. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Covington's got his first bucket in this one.
Covington knocking one down and showing some confidence in his ability.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Back to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. George against Bain. George can't get the tip in. Grizzlies have gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
Passes it to George. From deep three-point range, the rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Morant. Bain inside the three-point line. And that would have counted, but his shot. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the
Grizzlies 28. The Clippers 26.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. On the wing, Williams, guarded by Powell. Pass to Aldama. On the wing, Jones. Outside, Williams. Shot clock at 5. Memphis needs to get off a shot here.
Going to the rack with energy. Is the D afraid to cut him off?
Yeah, got to chalk that one up for some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And here's Jackson. Driving the lane. Morris inside. Working on Jones. They get it again. Tries again. And the shot is good.
One thing that is not going away is Nicholas Batum and that length that he possesses. Great job on the offensive glass there.
Outside, Jones. And the pass to Aldama. To the left side wing. Here's Tillman, defended by Batum. Tillman's shot is off. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Powell finds Morris. Lays it up off the glass. Morris has got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
Jones, the pass to Tillman. No good there. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Kennard. The shot misses. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Jones, the pass to Tillman. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Batum. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Brandon Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. A steal. And here we go. Here's Jones. The Clippers grab the miss. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. It's Powell with the drive. Comes up empty down low.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
And Jones over to help. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That's a jump ball.
Pass to Kennard. On the wing, Jackson. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. 6 on the shot clock for the lead. They get the rebound. Memphis leading. Williams in the post, guarded by Jackson. Aldama, the kick out to Williams. Launches a three. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got his 5th rebound in this one. Kennard for 3. No good that time. And Memphis the other way now. Here's Williams. He takes it in, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
Clippers trail by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Jackson drives in.
Just dicing through the lane there with Reggie Jackson.
Grizzlies have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Jones kicks to Williams. Passes to Concho. Inside. Aldama can't hit.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Here's Kennard. That one's not going to go. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Williams driving in, and he banks in the layup. Williams has got the lead up to 5 now for the Grizzlies. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jackson passes to Powell. Conchar pulls it in.
Well, he had a wide open shot, but instead he tried to do a crowd-pleasing circus act there, and as much as I like juggling, that's not effective.
And Williams with the stuff.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about this slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either.
That's a nice play, Reggie Jackson, crafty at the offensive end.
The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Reggie Jackson, 2 shots.
Good on the 2nd free throw. And the Grizzlies with possession here. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Setting the floor for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the 1.
And relentless in his attack, Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
And it's George finishing it off.
Great timing there. Paul George rising up, collecting the ball, and throwing it down.
Jackson setting the pick here for Bain. And the dunk by Jackson.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Clippers trail by 8. Here's Leonard. Over Brooks. Leonard finds George. Back to Leonard. Outside, George Zubats trying to break loose. And there's Paul George on the assist by Leonard.
Well, Paul George can play in the supportive role, and then he can do things like that where he just decides to take over.
Here's Morant, and Morant throws it down.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, and his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Brooks dishes to Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
To the paint, here's George, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies.
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's paying off.
Well, we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Outside for Jackson. Jackson, a screen on George. Payne passes to Jackson. Shoots over Covington, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard on the wing. Brooks covering. Leonard dishes to Covington. Leonard the pass to Covington. Over Jackson. Here's Wall. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
The competitive firewall plays with is admirable. Fantastic at just figuring out ways to attract contact.
And so Wall nails both of them.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
How about the handles from the young fellow? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Outside, George. Kept alive. Here's Zubats. Takes it out to Covington. Zubats with the screen for Covington. And he lobs it up, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. Stolen by Zubats. Here's George. Morant against Leonard. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And who do you call when you need a big bucket? For this team, more and more, it's Kawhi.
Here's Morant. And he drives in. And Morant throws it down.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the tip.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Payne with it. He's picked up by Wall. Payne passes to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Memphis with the ball. They're leading by 8. Driving to the basket.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
To the inside. Leonard, no luck.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Morant with it. 5 to shoot. The 3. Good on the triple.
Oh, pretty stroke on Morant's long-range bomb there. When he's knocking down the shot from deep, he can be lethal.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down.
the NBA on 2K, and as is the case most nights, we've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooter's league is what you see most of now.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point guard position. Now here's George. Inside. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Here's Edwards, plenty of space. Covington grabs the board.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide open look, but he can't take advantage.
Here's George. Money on the 19-footer.
George making nice use of the mid-range look right there. Really good at creating space for that shot.
About a minute into this first quarter. Edwards for three. Another miss by Minnesota.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen. Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Covington, no good. Covington against Towns. The Clippers grab the miss. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA. Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Outside Russell. Wide open. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Guys, that was really nice work mixing in this shot. When Russell is squared up and shooting with confidence, which is most of the time, he can bury it.
Now here's George. Zubac with a screen on Edwards. George, a deep three. And the Clippers miss again.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Edwards can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Leonard. And Gobert with a block.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
Towns passes to Gobert. Can't get the go-ahead bucket.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
To the paint. And stolen by Edwards. Towns for three. And they'll get another chance.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Brent. From deep. He drops it from range.
Coming into the league, scouts predicted Prince would be a solid 3-and-D specialist, and they were spot on.
And there's the lob and the jam by George.
Boy, the high-flying acrobatics of George, something to behold. When he leaves the ground for these alley-oops, you drop your jaw in awe.
And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul of the game. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. George with a steal.
Excellent defensive instincts leading to the quick reaction.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Really nice work here from Covington to draw the foul on his way up. He's got a real talent for drawing fouls and getting himself to the foul line.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Now here's Edwards. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Brent. Over Leonard. Back to Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot on the wing. Covington grabs the board. Covington's got 4 rebounds now. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Now here's Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. Let's go with a three. No good that time. And Los Angeles the other way now. Here's Leonard. Some solid defense from Edwards. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 from deep. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Outside wall. George outside. Fires from deep. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Edwards. Takes it inside. And Edwards slams it in.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
Here's George. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple. He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers ahead. Up by... Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
Covington passes to George. They double team George. Leonard for 3. The Clippers rebound. 3-pointer. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves trail. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. The 3 from Russell. Second shot opportunity. And Gobert with the lay-in.
Trading the lead back and forth. Neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And here's George. He's got... And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% 3, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, B.A., courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team, you know what? If you don't give them a charge, I prefer the no call. I like that idea.
And the chess match continues.
7 lead changes already, and we're still in the first half.
Leonard with a screen on Russell. Wall, the pass to Zubac. Covington with it. Throws it up high. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Here's Edwards. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Covington's got his 5th rebound in this one. George against Edwards. George outside. Just 5 to shoot. Covington passes to Zubac. Leonard for 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute them because his shot making is not happening right now.
Towns down low, working on Covington. And a deep 3 from Russell. The shot no good. And Los Angeles the other way now.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl-Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Leonard passes to Wall. Covington, a screen on Edwards. George has the open look and misses it off the right side of the rim. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Gobert inside. George defending. The second effort. Outside for Russell. Pass to Towns. From the arc. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. George finds Leonard. And stolen by Edwards. Here's Towns. Russell with the ball. Checked by Wall. Outside Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Gobert. And the layup is good off the glass. Gobert's got 6 here in the quarter.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Here's Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Stolen by Wall. And it's the Clippers on the break. George, no good.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
This one for 3. Prince can't hit. Leonard on the wing. 2 on the clock. Can't get the layup. And the first half comes to an end. We've got
15. The Clippers. 14. Bang. Get ready for the Jabberwockies.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. Marcus Morris out there with Nicholas Batum. And it's Kennard in at the 3 slot. Pass to Noel. There's a screen. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Russell is checked in.
D'Angelo Russell.
Here's Russell. 6 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Morris. The Clippers in the lead. Batum with it. Russell covering. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That'll be a second foul of the game. Rivers is checked in for the Timberwolves.
Now into the lineup for your Timberwolves. Austin.
Powell left side. The offensive rebound. Kennard on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Yeah, you can't forget about the long arms of Batum. I mean, I want to see him be more active on the offensive glass because he's capable.
They set a pick. Noel drives in. Lays it up and banks it in.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some.
For 3.
Kennard's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Rivers. Misses the 3. Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third.
Jalen Noel. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Jackson with it. Going inside. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Nas Reed.
With impressive quickness, Jackson is usually able to stay a step or 2 ahead of the defense.
And he makes both free throws. The Timberwolves have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind its star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
Kennard on the wing. McDaniels covering. Kennard against McDaniels.
2 minutes remaining in the
The
third.
kick out to Morris.
2 minutes.
Shot clock at 5. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Here's Kennard. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. 1:51 left in the third. Here's Rivers. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. He got a piece of it.
A capable defensive player. That wingspan of Batum's really an asset in blocking shots.
It's good. And the Clippers lead by 11.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Outside, Anderson. Another miss by Minnesota. Now Los Angeles with it. A 14-2 run over the last bit. Powell outside. Again, the Clippers score.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
52 seconds left to play in the third. Back to Noel. Anderson with a screen on Powell. Here's Noel. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Powell outside. The 3 is up. McDaniels with the rebound. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. Here's Noel. Gets a very good look and converts. Noel's got his second basket. Now here's Jackson. Down low. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Defense is setting the tone. More 2K. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart, show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Prince.
Passion is something we love to see no matter what we're doing, and Leonard plays with great passion. A defensive menace who gives everything he has to shut his man down while still doing it at the offensive end, too.
It's blocked by Gobert. Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Now here's Towns. Shot clock at 6. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
Well, one of the ways you mark consistency is looking at a player's efficiency rating, and Cats is generally among the best in the league.
And so Towns nails them both.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
And he lobs it up. Out to Leonard. Plenty of space. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Edwards has got 5 rebounds tonight. The Timberwolves trail to the wing, right side. Russell to pass to Edwards. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
And stolen by Leonard. George outside. Zubac with a screen on Edwards. Such a wide open look.
Man, you've got to like the way George puts the right touch and arc on his shots from deep. He's an outstanding shooter from range.
Pass to Towns. The 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Now Wall. George left side. Up and over Russell. Nice shot by George. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
Paul George really feeling it right now. Another bucket to his credit.
Pass to Prince. Russell a screen on Leonard. Prince down low. Leonard defending. Russell against Wall. Russell to pass to Edwards. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And we have to take another look at that block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
The Clippers have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Back to George. To the inside. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Looking to get back on track. Edwards can't hit.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Leonard up top. Clock at 6. Launches a 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Here's Prince. Here's the 3. Goes back up. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the long J.
And you know Prince is feeling it when he takes this shot. Love the confidence.
Leonard with a screen on Russell. Leonard outside. Into the lane. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Right side Edwards. Pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
Wall against Russell. Leonard on the wing. Shoots from 14. Jump shot is good.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Clippers.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And what a huge performance it was for Paul George.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Fires top of the key, and it's Gobert with a rebound.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Now the Clippers with it. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Outside Wall. Back to Leonard. Right wing. And he's going for the lob. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. So no problem for the... Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. Now...
It's great to be with you on a Monday afternoon as we get set for this. And this game features two tremendous passing teams, and there should be a lot of fun watching these teams move the ball.
One of the things that strikes you about both of these teams is that they really enjoy playing with one another. Both play an unselfish brand of basketball. The ball is moving, everybody's touching it, and usually that's when the confidence is sky high.
And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at point. Covington finds Zubac. Bridges against Leonard. And it's Ayton with the rebound. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Suns. Booker the pass to Ayton. Booker with it. George picks him up. The drive by Booker and the dunk by Booker.
How great is it that the body control by Booker is there when he's driving and finishing at the rim?
About a minute played so far here in the first. Lob pass to George. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Jumps up. And the dunk by Booker.
What a heading move by Devin Booker. Picks it clean and immediately looks to jumpstart the break.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. Misses the wing J. Here's Covington.
Chris Paul, first personal foul, first team foul.
Here's Wall. Leonard on the wing. Pass to Covington.
Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
Here is Paul. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. And that one's good, Ayton.
Night after night, game after game, Chris Paul understands where to put the ball and when. Nicely done.
It's Wall with the drive. And George with the stuff.
And that's an aggressive move to the hoop and a great pass there to cap it off.
Yeah, that's something these guys are always perfecting. Beautiful loft on the assist.
They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs. And last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
Now here's Booker from deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. Booker's got 7 points.
How about that? Impressive range from Devin Booker. Tremendous touch.
Oh, Leonard in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Incredible wingspan, unbelievable hands. The alley-oop is easy.
All against Paul. Kicks it out to Johnson. Leonard with the steal. Fires from deep. And there's Paul George on the assist from Leonard. 5 points in the game.
Well, Paul George is excellent both defensively and offensively. You want to talk about 3 and D? He's got both.
With 3, Booker, Johnson. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And it's George finishing it off.
We're talking about a dynamic playmaker with exceptional vision. Go ahead, John Wall.
Booker looking around. Down low, stolen by Zubac. And now the fast break. George with the ball. No good on the triple. And it's Paul with the ball for the Suns. Trailing by 2. It's good from long range.
Yeah, one of his many attributes, guys. Booker is hard to stay with when he's pulling up off the dribble.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. The shot by George, wide open. George missing again. Paul against Wall. Booker with no one around, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. And Wall, here we go now, and the slam dunk by Wall.
Well, the quickness on the drive, it is what has defined John Wall's game. That is nicely done.
Booker fires from way outside. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix. He put together quite a quarter. 13.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5, down low. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Working inside, Chris Paul has the ability to outsmart the opposition and makes himself a good shot opportunity.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the 2 defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. You see those 2 boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the 2 defenders on the elbows. So that's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
A 3 ball. Suns keep it alive. Johnson finds Booker. From the arc, down to 5 on the shot clock. Johnson draws the double. For 3, Bridges. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
For 3, Booker. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feet. Booker's got the lead up to 5 now for the Suns. Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
George, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Johnson, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
I mean, this is one of the best point guards the NBA has ever seen. Chris Paul doing work with the pass.
Oh, Leonard in position. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. Leonard kicks to George. Knocks down the 3 ball. George has got 12.
And this is the way to stretch the floor. PG-13 with a good look from the corner, and he nails it.
Here's Paul. Second shot opportunity. Ayton. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Clippers trail by 4. To the inside, and the dunk by Covington.
Get up, Mr. Covington. That is a very quick riser.
2 minutes.
Paul outside. Booker outside. Back to Paul. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Ball against Paul. Kicks it out to Covington. Passes it to George. Covington setting the pick for George. From deep. He can't get it to go. The Suns go the other way with it.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Here's Wall. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by Paul. Phoenix leading by 4. Bridges finds Johnson. Paul outside. Up again. And Johnson is right there.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
LA's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And here's George for 3. That's his 7th miss in 12 shot attempts. To the paint, deflects the pass. Bridges. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Shot from the wing. On the wing, George. Defended by Booker. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Covington.
Well, Paul George is such a solid all-around player. This guy can score at an elite level, and he passes it well, too.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. Wall against Paul. Here's George. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. And now just a 2-point Suns lead.
Well, get to the mid-range game. A 3-level score. Paul George, yes, sir.
So that'll be it for the first half. All right, thank you, David. Folks, we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point guard. No one near Wall as he lets it go. Drops in the tray. Wall's got 5 now.
Boy, John Wall in his second season made only 3 threes. Look how much more comfortable from deep he is.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. The pass to Shamet. Launches it. Drills the three-pointer. Shamet's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Jackson passes to Powell. And it's Shamet with the rebound. Suns leading by 4. Payne finds Lee. Here's Shamet. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Batum. And Batum throws it down.
Well, we know Nick Batum can hurt you from the perimeter. That time he shows you his ups. Go ahead, get up, Nicholas Batum.
Pass to Shamet. Back to Payne. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Outside Crowder. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Landale. Landale controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Suns lead by 4.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Jackson. It doesn't go for him. And Phoenix the other way now.
What a career arc when you consider Reggie Jackson. Here is a guy that literally was so frustrated at one point he considered retiring. And yet he puts in the effort and has a tremendous season.
A 3 from Morris. No good. Shot missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Throws it up high. Landale misses. Doris looking at Reggie Jackson. He's coming off one of his best seasons ever.
Yeah, and you love that for a guy like him, not giving up, not letting the struggle impact his passion, giving the same effort he did as a rookie. I love his story, Kevin.
Jackson down low, working on Payne. Jackson kicks to Powell. Morris a screen for the tie. And that's good. Norman Powell for 3.
3-point field.
Powell's got it all tied up now for the Clippers. Shamet with it. Powell's there. Here's Payne. Out to lead. Pass to Shamet.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
In the corner, Crowder with it. The Suns need to get a shot off. Lee goes in. That's tipped.
That 7-foot wingspan and the versatility of Nick Batum send it back.
And Morris throws it down.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Payne kicks to Lee. Back to Payne, and there's the pass to Crowder. In the corner, Shamet with it. Crowder inside, covered by Morris.
Boy, that's a veteran move right there. Jay Crowder, the little up fake, it was all he needed.
It's his first trip to the line.
Now, how about last season? Made about 79% of his attempts, so those are really quality numbers.
1:21 left in the third quarter. Jackson looking around. Morris passes to Powell. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Powell's got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Shamet the pass to Crowder. Back to Shamet. And it's Lee penetrating. It's hauled in by the Clippers. 40 seconds left in the third. Kennard's shot is off. Suns have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Pass to Lee. Batum grabs the miss. And so Powell will bring it up for the Clippers. A 2-point game. Here's Kennard. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Okay, Luke Kennard, we see you rocking the rim. My goodness, a little bounce.
Payne kicks to Crowder. And he converts the layup.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And he commits the intentional foul. And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Now Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
It has not mattered one bit what the defense has sent to Devin Booker tonight. He is booking.
Wall kicks to George. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And both free throws good for Paul George. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Here's Leonard. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Devin Booker.
You got to love the penetration by Paul George. He's really quick on his feet, and the defense cannot handle him right now.
And George drops them both. Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
Free throw good, Booker.
One of the most impressive things about Devin Booker has been his consistency. This guy is productive, and he is willing to carry the offensive burden. This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
By himself, and the dunk by Booker.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is engaged. He comes up with a key steal there.
The Clippers trail. And here's George. Lets it go from deep. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the dunk by Booker.
Case in point, running the floor well in transition. Yet another way Booker can beat you.
Clippers trail by 4. George looking around. Covington a screen on Booker. Inside, poked away, and stolen by Ayton. Bridges kicks to Paul. Pass to Johnson. Paul George with the steal. And stolen by Booker. Paul dishes to Bridges. Nice ball movement by Phoenix.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
It's hauled in by Paul George. The Clippers shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Covington in the corner. Dishes it to George. And the basket is good. George has got 20 points.
These are the shots we have come to expect from Paul George. This guy is cold-blooded.
Paul passes to Johnson. And here is Paul, covered by Wall. Kicks it out to Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Bridges dishes to Johnson. Misses off the left iron.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
George. Here's Zubac. The kick out to Wall. Outside, George. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Leonard from deep, 3-point land. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And Phoenix has possession. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Here's Paul. Kicks it out to Johnson. Paul passes to Booker. For 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
Oh, my goodness. Booker's confidence is off the charts. He's money in the bank.
And here's Leonard from 3. The shot, no good. Now the Suns take it the other way.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Booker outside. Back to Paul. So the Suns win it. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah.
say does that star-spangled
And Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. Zubac finds Covington. Here's George. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. And so it's Memphis with it. Morant with it. Pass to Bain. And he jams it home with authority.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
George outside. And George with the jam.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Outside Morant. Bain with a screen on Wall. Morant, the pass to Bain. It's rebounded by Zubac.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Here's George. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Desmond Bain.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play. And the work ethic of Morant, fantastic at keeping his focus on the task at hand.
The free throw drops for Morant. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Outside Wall. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
George against Bain. It's George on the drive. Oh, and the dunk by George.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Morant, the pass to Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Now Wall. And he lobs it up top. And George with the jam.
Long and athletic, PG-13 is a terror when he reaches the cup.
Outside Morant. To the paint. Here's Adams. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Wall finds George. It's rebounded by Memphis. Outside Bain. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Fires the 3. Here's Jackson to the wing on the left. Here's Morant. He takes it in. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic, even his teammates look a little stunned.
And George launches it from deep. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. George has got 11 points. The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Here's Morant. Oh, hammer it home.
That hurt.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Now here's Wall. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Morant. Tipped. They recover it. Here's Jackson. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. Payne comes with a double. Covington passes to Zubac. Over to the wing. Wall finds Zubac. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock.
The quickness of Ja Morant is what makes his drives deadly. Where did he go?
Leonard for 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already, and we're not even in the second half.
Morant, the pass to Payne. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Los Angeles Clippers. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac out there with Robert Covington. And it's Wall in at the point. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. Morant against Wall. To the left wing. Zubac passes to George. Jacks up a 3. Adams grabs the miss. Memphis leading. And here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
What a night for Ja Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
Wall, the pass to George. Stolen by Payne. Driving to the basket. And a two-handed jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
And then Morant with the dunk.
This guy is exciting to watch. Morant gets up and dunks it.
Here's Leonard. Oh, that one's off. Still out of sync.
And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
Outside Morant. Back to Brooks. Good, and the setup by Morant. And now a 9-point Memphis lead.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Wall, no good. Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
On the break. Pass to George. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. For 3. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one. The crossover. Jams it in off the great move.
You see the impressive leaping ability. Bang getting off the ground with ease.
Oh, there's the alley. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. It's an even 3-on-3 break. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Memphis.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
You also have to commend them for their fearless attitude offensively. They've been productive when driving to the basket.
You know, some of Ja Morant's sequences remind you of a young Derrick Rose. He's that explosive.
And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And they say to win big, sometimes you have to sacrifice. Tell us exactly what that means, though, in basketball terms, Smitty.
What it means, BA, as a player, you might have to accept a more defined role. Most players grew up as the best player on their team. When you're on a contending team, sometimes you have to just star in your role.
Morant with the slam!
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Wall against Morant. Wall gets the bucket.
Assertive play by Wall inside, pushing hard to find himself a shot.
The three from Bain. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard outside. Covington, a screen on Morant. Leonard with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Leonard can't get it to go.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
And he banks in the layup. Leonard's got 5.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
And here's Morant outside. And again, Memphis no good. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Leonard. He's got 5 from outside the arc. And they get it back. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Adams against Zubac. 5 on the clock. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
Leonard has a great feel for when the defender is just a little out of position.
He hits the second from the line. 5 ticks left to play in the second quarter. Jones from outside. And he can't get that one. And so it's Memphis. Now
with the score, your Clippers 21, the Grizzlies 33.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Using all that momentum behind him to finish with power. Gotta love watching him dive toward the rim.
His activity level has made an impact, and he is fearless.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. They've got John Conchar. Also Tyus Jones out there. And it's Clark in at the center position, locking down the middle. The Clippers shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip.
Brandon Clark is one of the most efficient players in the league. He's been in the top 5 in true shooting a couple of times.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Williams' shot is good. Williams has got his first basket.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player. The kick out to Williams. Got a hand on it.
A sneaky present at the defensive end. Nicholas Batum was all over that shot.
Morris for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. And Smitty, the analytics will show you that Brandon Clark is one of the best at protecting the ball.
Yeah, Brandon's been in the top 5 in that category as well. He doesn't put up huge scoring numbers, but when Clark is on the floor, he has a major, major impact.
Batum, pass to Powell. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. The Grizzlies have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. With the teardrop, they get the rebound. That shot is off. Memphis leading. Here's Williams. Powell with a steal. Morris outside to the middle. Batum gets the bucket.
Showing the versatility. Nicholas Batum attacking in the lane and challenging that defense.
Outside Jones on the take. And it's Williams off the drive. Ooh, they can't stop the run with that one. For Los Angeles, they've got just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Brandon Clark. That's his first foul of the game. And the Grizzlies call time here.
Go wild, make some noise. Time to get a free Folks, put your hands together for your Clippers Breakers.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That's on Steven Adams.
The 7-foot wingspan of Reggie Jackson makes him a bigger player inside. Helps him draw fouls.
That one misses.
At the line for 2.
And he's good on the second. Well, the Grizzlies shooting it well, around 55% for the game. Outside Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
Kennard outside. The 3 is up. The Grizzlies pull it in. 17 points was their biggest margin.
Morris Sr. First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Memphis, Ja Morant. Shooting 1.
And Morant no good on that one. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. The Grizzlies have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Outside Bane. Back to Morant. Jackson the screen. Morant with the slam!
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. George, no good. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. From deep, Bane. The shot comes out. And Los Angeles the other way now. Ball with it. He's picked up by Bane. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And after a series of major injuries, Wall still remains one of the more athletic players in this league.
He hits the second from the line. 1:19 left in the third quarter. Bane with a screen on Leonard. Morant, the pass to Bane. 3-pointer off the mark.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Pass to Wall. Fires the 3. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. There's 57 seconds left in the third. George drives in, and the jam by George.
Smooth off the bounce with the strength to finish through contact. Paul George showing us how it's done.
Here's Morant. He can't hit that time. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
And the jam by Covington.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
What I like during this run, they paid incredible attention to the details at both ends. That needs to continue.
Back to Morant. Oh, Covington with a block.
All over, guys. I like watching Covington be a pest on the defensive end.
Shot by Leonard, no good. Brooks outside. From downtown, what a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
That might be a soul-crushing basket. What a shot to carry them into the fourth quarter.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. They have a nice 9-point. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac, and it's Wall in at the one. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
That was with force by Kawhi, dunking it over the defense and looking unstoppable.
Oh, Covington with a block. And they're able to recover. That one goes in. And the Grizzlies lead by 9. Now here's George. Pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Bain against George. Adams. Second chance effort. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Inside, and stolen by Bain. And they're on the run. Looking to end this cold spell. And that one is hammered home.
This is why Bain's teammates look for him on the break, because he is relentless on his attack.
Wall against Morant. George outside. Back to Wall. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 3 assists in the game.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Adams with a screen on Leonard. Morant, the pass to Adams. Now here's Jackson. Adams a screen. 6 to shoot. Here's Morant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
Every team is looking for that star to lead them to great things. Morant already looks the part.
And so he makes both from the line.
2-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Morant against Wall. George outside. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
You know, no one produces like Paul George does. He elevates your team's abilities in any situation.
George hits them both. Here's Morant. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
Leonard outside. And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Jaren Jackson Jr. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
It's George on the wing, guarded by Bain. Pulls up. George, no good. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Outside Morant. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Shot clock at 6. Jackson for 3. The shot no good, and the Clippers will go the other way with it. Covington with it. He's picked up by Bain. Stolen by Jackson. Outside Bain. Adams a screen. Bain, the pass to Adams. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Inside, Steven Adams is always ready for battle, getting the shot off despite the foul.
That one misses. The Clippers running out of time. Here's Wall with the drive, and the big finish by Wall.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
Moran against Leonard. Here's Brooks. Drives to the hoop. Yes, it's good. And the Grizzlies lead by 11.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
And George launches it from deep. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Jackson finds Brooks. Back to Jackson. Covington grabs the board. Leonard on the wing, guarded by Bain. Outside Covington. Here's Leonard. It's off. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed.
focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. Now George, after Taurean Prince's three-pointer that didn't go. And George kicks to Zubac. Covington setting the pick for Wall. Oh, Covington in position. And stolen by Russell. Knocked away. Outside Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
We're about 1 minute into the first. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game. Edwards against George. Edwards passes to Gobert. Here's Russell. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Here's Leonard, and he uses the glass on the layup. Leonard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You like Kawhi, and he knows when to be forceful, just using his muscle on the inside to get to his shot.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They'd better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
Here is Wall. After D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Outside Leonard, and stolen by Prince. Outside Russell. To the middle, Gobert. That one doesn't go. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Leonard on the wing, guarded by Prince. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 6.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Towns. Lets it go with a 3. They get it back. Kicks it out to Prince. The pass to Russell. Prince setting a pick for Russell. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Wall against Russell. Nobody near Leonard. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. He's got 9.
Well, you give him a nice pass, there's a good chance Kawhi Leonard's going to bury a shot like that.
Outside Russell. That's tipped. Stolen by Zubac. Clippers leading by 7. All taking his time here. Here's George. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
The drive by Russell. It's stolen by Wall. Now the Clippers moving it up. Leonard's got the ball. Nice open look, but it's no good. Timberwolves trail by 7. Towns dishes to Russell. 56 seconds left in the first quarter. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Well, not the biggest guy on the floor, but still big for a guard and a lefty. It's a nice soft touch from D'Lo.
All with it. He's picked up by Russell. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
It'll be a jump ball.
And here is Prince. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Outside Edwards. Here's Gobert. And the layup's good off the glass.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Gobert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. 9 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Wall's shot is off. Prince outside. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the Clippers. He finishes with... And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. Now, here is Russell. Pass to Gobert. Here's Edwards. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Ball against Edwards. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's George. He doesn't hit that one. Gobert with the defensive effort. Ball against Russell. The dish now to Edwards. To the wing on the left. Clock at 6. Lobbed up there for Edwards. Leonard the pass to Covington. From the high post. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Now here's Prince. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Russell no luck. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Now here is George. And it's George finishing it off.
Paul George getting aggressive, showing us some power that time as he's able to get to the rim.
Russell with it. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by George. And the rejection by Zubats. And then George with the jam.
Paul George dunk contest? Maybe a little over, but I love to see him get up.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming, so they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Love how Leonard slices passes through the defense. He guts the defense pretty quick on that pick and roll.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now here's Rivers. And they get it. Passes it to Gobert. Prince outside. Lets the 3 fly. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Wall, no luck. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 11-point game. Here's Edwards. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
Now, here is George. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game.
Man, that one looked good all the way. Paul George from deep range.
The Timberwolves have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. 1:12 left in the first half of basketball. Rivers, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Robert Covington picks one up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line. And although he's bounced around the league, Austin Rivers has been a valuable role player throughout his career.
Well, there's stuff that you rely upon with Austin in terms of being a pesky defender and just his competitive nature. Yeah, he plays a couple of positions, but it's really that, for him to go out and compete, which is something he still does at a high level. Great timing there. Paul George rising up, collecting the ball, and throwing it down.
Edwards passes to Rivers. Back to Edwards from past the arc. Prince wide open. Hits the three-point bomb.
Wow, Prince has a little daylight, and that shot looked true.
Clippers leading by 11. Edwards brings the double team. And Wall kicks to Covington. Pass to George. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first half. Wall passes to George. This one for 3, and again, it's the Clippers from deep.
That last 3 must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Outside Prince. From downtown, and again, Minnesota with the triple.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Now, here's McDaniel.
Hits his first attempt of the half. Not what you'd call suffocating D on that possession.
Jackson looking it over. Oh, Leonard in position.
So difficult to stick with Leonard cutting off the pick and roll. One of his bread and butter moves.
Timberwolves trail by 14. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Anderson outside. He kicks it to McDaniels. Here's Noel. He's covered by Leonard. Noel, no good.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And the team leans on him for moments like this where they need him to dominate offensively.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Here's Noel, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Norman Powell. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Timberwolves trail by 16. Here's McLaughlin. No points in the game yet for him. Batum with the steal. Knocks it loose. Stolen by McDaniels. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Takes the three. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And Jalen Noel picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
On defense, the Timberwolves. They trail by 16. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
Now, Norman Powell settling in and understanding more and more of who he is at the professional level. He's a scorer, and he can shoot the three at a high clip.
Here's Noel. The pass to McDaniels. Here's McLaughlin. 5 on the clock. Back to McDaniels. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
First personal foul.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
How about up over the 80% mark from the line last year? So he's happy and also consistent there with those numbers.
Now here's Batum. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Good on the three-point shot. And the Clippers lead by 19.
And if the defense is going to shut down one thing with Kennard, I'd start with the three-point shooting.
Here's Noel. Guarded by Powell. Count that bucket. Noel's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. Here's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Shot's good by Noel. Noel's got 6 points.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Now here's Jackson. Here's Powell. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Yeah, really good job by Reggie Jackson just finding the shooter and feeding him.
Here's McLaughlin. There's 42 seconds left here in the third quarter. Fires the three. And another three for Minnesota.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Here's Jackson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Reggie Jackson with a nice job just speeding up that time. The defense wasn't ready for that burst. He draws a good foul.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. 26 seconds left to play in the third. Now Edwards. The kick out to Towns. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Kennard for three. It's hauled in by Edwards. Up in time. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this way?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the small forward.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Jackson finds Batum. A three from Morris. It's rebounded by Towns. Timberwolves trail by 13. Upside Prince. There's Russell with the three. He's off on that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's Jackson, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. It's Gobert with the ball for the Timberwolves. Outside, Towns. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. Kicks it out to Prince. Drives to the hoop. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. Right side, George. Here's the three. Down low. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
George playing with purpose, and he is in attack mode.
Russell feeling it out a bit. From deep, Prince. Rebounded by Covington.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The shot by George, no good. Timberwolves trail by 15. Edwards inside, defended by George. Prince outside. Off the left rim and out.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Here's Zubac. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Russell against Wall. Russell kicks to Gobert. 6 to shoot. Towns wide open. Another miss by Minnesota. Clippers leading by 17. Covington passes to Leonard. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Covington a screen on Towns. A 3 from Leonard, and he's good on the 3-ball. Leonard's got 19 points.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Towns down low. Covington's there. Towns finds Edwards. Shot to stop the run, and the 3-ball is good.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Clippers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kawhi Leonard.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
It's stolen by Edwards. 56 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Flying high, Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Up top, Leonard, guarded by Prince. Leonard dishes to Covington. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Prince outside. Beyond the arc. No good on that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. They led the game at 1 point by 20. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They get it back. Outside, Wall. On the wing, George. Just 5 on the clock. Can't connect from 14 feet out. Edwards looking it over. Takes it off the glass.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
So the Clippers winning this one easy. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
Oh, say does that
Glad to have you with us for this Monday afternoon presentation. Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. The ball finds George. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
And look at George going off on the defense, putting them to shame with the alley-oop jam.
The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Bridges. The 3 sends it home from three-point land.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Ball against Paul. And George with the jam.
Sturdy play from George in the paint, getting by the contact and to his finish.
The speed John Wall plays the game has always been the thing that sets him apart. And even as he's pushing the tempo, he just stays in control.
Ayton with the stuff.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Now here's Wall. Leonard for 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Well, you talk about Wall's speed, Richard. There aren't too many players quicker to start the break than him.
He loves to get out and run. If Wall has a chance to push it and catch the D off balance, he'll do it. Just the kind of mindset you want at the point.
Here's Covington. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
A 3-and-D wing. Covington's skill set is perfect for how players and teams play the game today.
2 shots.
Good on both.
What a job Monty Williams has done in his time with the Phoenix Suns. Hats off to the talent that he's been able to bring in and develop. And that's the way he's created a winning culture.
Now here's Bridges. Outside for Booker. Money on the 19-footer.
That's the kind of shot this offensive scheme is meant to produce.
And here's Wall. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Man, good whistle there.
Boy, Richard, you really can't say enough about what Monty Williams has done with this Phoenix team.
Struggled in his first year, but we gave him a break for that. Immaculate seasons the last 2 years, becoming a Western Conference juggernaut.
Now here's Booker. Pass to Paul. Here's Ayton. The kick out to Johnson. It's Bridges on the wing. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Bridges has got 6 points.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
Ooh, poked away and stolen by Paul. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Paul's gotten his second bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Wall. Oh, Booker with a block. The kick out to Wall. And he buries his first look.
George can make the tough passes. He can also make the easy ones, too. No way he was going to miss the wide-open man on that one.
Wall against Paul. Out to Bridges. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
Ball to Phoenix.
We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter. Booker, the pass to Ayton. Zubac with the steal. On the break. Fires from 14. Misses off the right iron. Phoenix has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. For 3, Booker. No good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Leonard with the ball. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Nice D from Bridges. And he He lobs it up to the rim, and Ayton with the stuff.
Excellent timing by Ayton on the alley-oop pass. He's perfectly positioned to throw it down.
Johnson against Leonard. The shot that time not on target. Johnson with the defensive effort. This one for three. And it won't go. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now.
Phoenix foul. Chris Paul. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
The free throw is off from George.
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star.
Wall against Paul. Wall, the pass to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Zubac, great positioning on the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Paul against Wall. Outside for Booker. Back to Bridges. Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. Over Leonard. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. Suns ahead, up by 4. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Suns?
What you have to admire about Devin Booker is how much he scores a lot, as well as all the different ways he's able to finish.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt, and it's Ayton in at the 5, down low. And Booker with the jam.
Just what he does, Booker getting buckets.
And Booker is a guy you can lean on to help shoulder the offensive load, Richard.
Yeah, he's comfortable taking a lot of shots for his team. He's a volume shooter for a reason because he understands how to score at an efficient clip, too. That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
And he's going for the lob, and stolen by Bridges. Pass to Johnson. Lets the 3 fly. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in the game. And the jam by Covington.
Oh, an athletic play by Covington. Running hard to stay ahead on the fast break.
Booker fires from way outside. The long distance 3 is buried. Booker's got 8 points here in the quarter. Now here's Wall. Pass to George. Zubac with it. Stolen by Ayton. Now Booker. To the paint. And Ayton with the stuff.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Ball against Wall. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. In transition, here come the Suns. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Now Wall to halt the run. That one goes. Count it. Wall's got 6. You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or 2 on your team to be successful.
Here's Paul. Pass to Bridges. Booker for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. For 3, George. Here's Covington. And George gets it to go on the assist from Covington. 6 points for him.
He can do damage from just about anywhere on the floor. When you let George get position inside like that, he's guaranteed to finish.
Paul finds Bridges. Johnson with it. Back to Booker. Fires the three. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
And we've kind of come to expect this performance from Booker every night. His scoring is just that consistent.
Pass to Leonard. Driving inside, laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Leonard's got his first points in this one.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
Here's Paul. And Wall pulls it down.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
And that one's good. Covington. Covington's got his second basket of the game.
A long, strong forward. Covington shows the ability to finish inside.
Here's Paul. The kick out to Johnson. Outside Booker. Floats one. George with the block. In transition, here come the Clippers. He goes up, and the dunk by Leonard.
The hands of Kawhi are huge, and they help him palm the ball, slam it with ease.
Ball passes to Ayton, and Ayton with the stuff.
And in traffic, he uses the reverse to keep the shot blocker at bay.
What an incredible move. Not everyone has that kind of skill. And there's the lob. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. And they're pushing it up. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Wall.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Pass to Landale. Here's Lee. Crowder outside. To the inside. Zubac with the steal. There's the foul to try to stop the break, but that'll be a clear path foul. They'll get a free throw and possession here.
Second team foul.
First free throw is good.
Kawhi Leonard for a free throw.
And Leonard drops them both. Ball for three, Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been...
Your Clippers, 28. The Suns, 35.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the one spot. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. It's stolen, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Campaign is the perfect example of how beneficial the G League can be, Richard.
Yeah, it gave him a chance to play real minutes, and it kept him sharpening his skills. Then he got to come back into the league better than ever. A true success story.
The drive by Jackson. Kennard on the wing. Back to Jackson. The Suns clear it. They've led by as many as 14. Here's Lee to the middle. Outside Payne. Here's Shamet. Pass to Lee. Tips it. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And it's an 11-point Suns lead.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in. Count that one.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Payne, pass to Crowder. Launches a three. No good on the shot. And Los Angeles the other way now. Morris for three. And it's Lee with the rebound. Phoenix has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Pass to Shamet. Now here's Payne. The three is up. It's not going to go for him. Powell for three. Crowder grabs the miss. Here's Shamet. Phoenix no good that time either. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Here's Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Back to Kennard. Fires high post. Count it. And it's Morris with the assist.
Taking full advantage of a gap in the mid-range coverage.
Here's Payne. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Oh, deflected. Powell with a steal. That's tipped. Stolen by Payne. Crowder with it. Guarded by Batum. Pass to Lee. Here's Payne. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. The Clippers trail. Morris passes to Powell. And here's Batum. Kennard outside. It's hauled in by the Suns.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Payne against Jackson. Tries to snap the cold streak. Landale. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. And the Suns lead by 7.
Oh, beating everyone to the ball. Great activity on the offensive glass.
Here's Jackson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jackson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Hey, that right there was a lot of confidence given the size of the disadvantage there.
And I like his belief in his game. Go at the taller defender, make him react to you.
Back to Payne. Pass to Shamet. Clock at 6. Shakes him. No luck on that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. Crowder with a steal. Here's Landale. Here's Shamet. Powell covers.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers.
Substitution on the court.
35 seconds left in the third quarter. Wall, the pass to George. From deep. Gets the three to fall. George has got 9.
The execution has been better lately. But do they have enough energy to pull it off?
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
Pass to Shamet. Here's Lee. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
And we've reached the end of the third. The Suns on top, leading by 4. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4.
Please give a big round of applause for your Clippers,
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. The Suns leading. On the court for the Suns, getting the 4th quarter going. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Booker for 3. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
At the arc, Booker is pretty efficient. This man can hurt you from downtown if you're not careful.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. Top of the key. Here's Zubac. Oh, he powers right right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Suns. Ball against Wall. Outside for Booker. Going inside, and Booker with the jam.
I like how sudden Booker can be on the drive, charging into a gap before the defense sees it's there.
George outside. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for it.
And he gets it to go. Booker's got 7 points for the quarter.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
An athletic display by Wall, letting the defense know he can own the rim.
Outside Booker. Takes the three. No luck on that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. George with it. Now guarded by Booker. It's good.
Just a big night for George so far. He always works so hard, but his game has been on a higher level here in this game.
Outside Johnson. Bridges right side. The turnaround. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. And the Suns lead by 4.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
Out left to the wing. From deep, Johnson. Leonard pulls down the board.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Over Bridges. And that one hits the back iron. Phoenix has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Pass to Ayton. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. And there's Bridges. That's good. On the assist by Ayton.
Fantastic decision making. Ayton electing to move it for the high percentage look.
Throws it up high.
Leonard doesn't shy away from these moments, embracing his role as a leader for his team.
Leonard against Paul. Outside Booker. Fires the three. That one is off. The Clippers go the other way with it. Here's George. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. George has got 9 points now in the second half. Here's Paul. Second chance shot. The kick out to Johnson. For three, Bridges. They get it again. Back to Ayton. They shoot again. Misses the layup. Big possession. They have a chance to take the lead.
It'll be interesting to see what they run.
Ball against Paul. Leonard outside. Pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Paul with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. For three, Booker. And nails the tray.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
Outside Wall. Down low. George. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. And we've got 28 seconds left in the final quarter. Leonard for three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14. Here's Zubac. Covington up top. Pass to Wall. Leonard with a screen on Paul. Wall finds Covington to the paint. Here's Zubats.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Not enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Phoenix calls timeout. Guys, what do you think?
They've got just enough time for a catch and shoot, but it needs to be immediate.
Out of bounds. It'll be the Clippers' ball.
Oh no, that was a huge turnover. That cannot happen at this point in the game.
So a close game sees the Clippers taking Allie. Thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Brian Anderson thanking
Cool.